to the year. And they've struggled again. They've even gotten rid of their offensive line coach, which has led to decommitment, right? Darius Gray, who's a 5-star, has said, oh, that's definitely opened up my eyes. So we might even see him decommit or even flip down the stretch in December. Depends on what happens, right? Now, if you're South Carolina, your defense kept you in the game, right? We know how good your quarterback is in Lenore Sellers, but it's like this team with the elite talent you have an NFL caliber quarterback. Why can't you win more of the SEC games, right? And the passing rate is not what we want to see from him. He's an elite player in Lenore, right? Redshirt sophomore. But we're not getting them tangible results right now. Only 1,000 yards passed on the season and 4 touchdowns to 2 picks, right? We're not getting what we really want to see out of him, right? We want more, right? We want more from Lenore's. And teams have been keying in on him, right? They're not letting him rush, right? They're keeping contained. They're making it tough, right? And you got to find a way to get past that, right? You got to find a way to get past those roadblocks if you South Carolina, right? And that's what Razul Faison was supposed to be. Nick Harbaugh was supposed to take the next step forward. We know about Contravion, who's taking the next step forward in the offense. But this is a big game for South Carolina. You need this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying Shane Beamer's job is on the line. That's not what I'm saying. But you need something to give that Gamecock family, that Gamecock nation, something to cheer about, something to be excited about, and you showed some glimpses against LSU, but it has to be better, right? Only 124 yards through the air. The last 2 games against Kentucky, of all people, we know they're not a good football team, and LSU, who's a pretty good football team, you've had under 200 yards passing with an elite talent like a Lenore Sellers. That makes no sense. That's baffling to me. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely baffling. That has to be better, right? And then on the other side is Oklahoma, right? You're the Sooners. How do you rebound? You got hit in the mouth by your rival, right? Your Heisman candidate quarterback seen his Heisman odds dip after his performance. 3 interceptions, right? We know defensively you got one of the best units too. You know what I'm saying? As we talked about with Missouri and several other teams in the SEC. They're number 1 right now in total defense. Okay? 211.2 yards per game. They don't give it up. You know what I'm saying? So we know you got everything you need. At this point, we know Mateer is the guy. It comes down to his health. How healthy is John Mateer in this game? Did he come back too early? Right? And last week really messed up his stat line because he was doing good. Now he has 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the year, which don't look like Heisman numbers. Okay, but he's been your leading rusher this year for the most part, right? Can you get production outside of him in a running game, right? Can Torrey Blakelock step up for you, right? Can you get more of him because you're putting so much on him, and I think that's why he got injured in the first place. Like it takes a toll. It takes a toll. Can you surround enough around him in order to help him where he don't have to put all that on him and he can just get back there, throw the football, do what he needs to do in order to lead this offense? We're going to see. It's a massive, massive game for them, right? And another key metric I want to talk about is the turnover margin, right? Say what you want about South Carolina, but they have, for the most part, been taking care of the football. They are a +6 this year, which is 8th nationally. Oklahoma is a -7, which is 129th nationally. So that's a big edge in this game to see who turns over the football and who doesn't, right? Now, obviously, it's going to be skewed a little bit with the 3 interceptions you had against Texas and stuff like that. But a massive game, got to take care of the football. Cannot turn over to the level that you were if you're Oklahoma. We know about your defensive front. We know how good your defense can be. They're going to keep you in games, right? Texas still struggle. I think Arch Manning might have had 160 yards passing. I think. Maybe 166. So your defense is going to keep you in the game. But it's like, can you get enough offensively in this game in order to come out on top? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. You know what I'm saying? But this one, I'm going to go Oklahoma. Until I see it from South Carolina, I can't really do it. I know they have the pieces they need in order to make an upset. I know they got Dylan Stewart. I know they got, obviously, Jalen Kilgore. I know they got pieces, man. But I have not seen them win that game they need to win so far, right? And the Gamecocks going to need to put another stretch together like how they did last year, right? And win games. Because when you're in the SEC, you're going to play a tough game every week, right? So you got to do something to get yourself back in that conversation, and you can't take another loss. But nonetheless, I'm going Oklahoma, man. I'm going to go 31-10 victory over South Carolina. I think South Carolina struggles to score points offensively, so I'm rolling, obviously, with them.